Gusto mo bang maging consistently profitable sa trading? Yung tipong parang namumulot ka na lang ng pera kapag ikaw ay nagte-trade. Sa video na 'to, ituturo ko sa iyo ang isa sa mga pinaka-effective ko na strategy na tinatawag natin na price action trading, na itong setup na 'to nung nadiskubre ko, ito yung mismong nagkapagpabago ng aking resulta at ng consistency ng growth ng account ko sa trading. So panoorin niyo po ang video na 'to hanggang dulo, and I hope na makatulong din 'to sa inyo the way it helped me. Let's go! Hi, this is Dale of DK Capitals, and before we proceed sa video na to, gusto ko lang sabihin as a disclaimer that this video is only for educational purpose only. So this is not intended to be an official advice for you to take risk in the market. So always study and have due diligence to implement this kind of strategy sa yung trading journey. But this is one of the strategies that you may explore the way it helped me as a price action trader. So three things na gusto kong i-share sa inyo bago ko i-share yung step by step sa system na 'to. Una, yung system ko na 'to acts as our trading edge. Ibig sabihin po ng trading edge is it gives us favorable probability sa market, which means that if you are going to take this setup over and over again, there is a higher chance that you will have more winning trades than losing trades. Number two, pinaka-effective po ang trading strategy na 'to when you use the higher time frames. So if you are using the lower time frames like the 1 hour or below, or the minutes time frame, this may not work for you. Number three is this trading strategy also works in medium swing trades or swing trading. So meaning, if you will use this kind of strategy, you must be willing to hold your trade overnight for a couple of days or even a week. Without further ado, let me introduce to you the pin bar price action trading setup. So ano po ba yung isang pin bar? So ito po yung itsura niya. So pin bar is a price action signal that denotes rejection or price bounce. So ito pong pin bar na to is very common when a market is rejecting a key level or important swing point of the market. So along the way, no, sa trading or especially sa technical analysis, you will be familiar with the market swing points or yung tinatawag natin na supports and resistance level. And mind you, there are lots of types of supports and resistance. And isa din po yan sa gusto kong gawa ng video para mas maintindihan po natin kung ano yung mga different types of supports and resistance levels. And pin bar is one of the very important candlestick bar pattern na hinihintay nating mag-form at a key resistance or support level ng market. So ito yung itsura niya. Or tinatawag ito na pin bar is because of its similarity sa isang pin. So makikita natin ito. Para siyang push pin, kaya po siya tinawag na pin bar. So pag bullish pin bar or pag yung market ay nagre-reject or nag-reject ng isang support level, so ito yung makikita natin, bullish pin bar. And if nag-reject naman siya ng isang resistance level, makikita natin ng isang bearish pin bar. So ito yung anatomy ng pin bar. Yung mataas na pin na to is yung tinatawag na tail. So ito siya. Ito yung tail niya. And itong nasa baba naman or itong nasa kabila, sa opposite side is yung nose. Ito naman is ito yung body. And overall, from the end of the nose to the tip of the tail, ang tawag po natin dyan ay range. So ito yung pinakakabuuan ng anatomy ng isang pin bar na signal. Pin bar is nagdi-denote po siya ng price reversal to a certain level. So makikita nyo po dito, the price opened somewhere here sa bullish pin bar, somewhere here, and then nag-down siya, nag-drop siya, piercing a support level. But then the market went back up aggressively and then closed somewhere or near the opening price of that day. Saan siya nag-open, doon din siya most likely or malapit na mag-close. And it rejected or it pierced a certain key level, a support or maybe a resistance. No, yan po yung pinakatandaan ninyo. And sa pin bar, the longer is the tail, the higher is its quality or the probability. Okay? Yan yung pinaka number 1 ninyo na tandaan when it comes sa pin bar strategy. Ito po yung other example ng isang pin bar when it comes to the actual market or price movement. So makikita natin dito in this example that there is a support level. So dito banda. So this is the support level. So ano nangyari dito? The market consolidated for a couple of days and weeks, and then suddenly the market broke above a resistance level. Okay, so ito yung bantayan natin. Pag na-break down ni market yung resistance, it may create a higher high. So this is the first sign of a trending market. Na-break niya ang accumulation range, and then nag-create siya ng higher high here. And of course, when the market goes up, it goes down. So ano po yan? It's a wave. It forms a pattern which is a higher high and a higher low. So ngayon, babantayan natin ang reaction ng market sa support level. So pagbalik niya dito, sa level na to, makikita natin na nag-form siya ng isang pin bar. So ito yung pin bar. Ayan. So ang nangyari dito is nag-open ang market dito and then nag-pierce, bumaba siya, bumagsak siya, and then bumalik siya pataas and then nag-close siya above the opening price. So this is our price action signal that made me decide to enter a trade here. So nag-buy po ako dito somewhere here, and then I put my stop loss sa baba po ng tail ng pin bar and outside the 100 moving average, kasi sa moving average po siya nag-test or nag-bounce. Sa 100 moving average po siya nag-bounce. So what happened is that market aggressively went up, hitting our initial target, which is this area, this resistance area. But then since this is fresh trend, so in my system, I also qualify a market kung bago ba siya na trend or trend continuation na siya. So since this is a fresh trend, so I decided to hold this trade and wait for the market to break this resistance level. So ang ginagawa ko kasi is a plain trend following when it comes to trending market, and a pin bar is one of my very important signal for me to enter the trade in a particular swing point. Okay, so this is the swing point. Ito yung support and resistance niya. So dito nauuntog yung price, and for me, after seeing this one, it made me decide to buy here. Okay, and this is my risk, and this is our initial risk-reward ratio, which is 1:3, 1, 2, and 3. So meaning, this is a very favorable trade because we are risking 1 hour to take a reward of 3 hour. Okay? So 1:3 risk-reward ratio. Meron din tayong isang example dito. Ayan. So this is the USD CAD bullish pin bar. Ayun, same din siya ng setup. So actually, babantayan nyo talaga to. Pag once na break ni price yung range, yung range na yan, in most cases, babalikan niya yan to retest it. Okay? Yun yung tandaan ninyo. Kaya, ang ginagawa ko kapag nakakita ako ng ganitong setup is hinihiwalay ko na agad siya, nilalagay ko siya sa watchlist ko para i-monitor ko siya on a day-by-day basis. So, ang mangyayari dito is hihintayin natin siya na mag-bounce back from the previous resistance to a new support level, and then we will wait for a bouncing or a rejection signal, which is again the pin bar. Okay? So ngayon nakikita tayo ng pin bar, this one, and this is a very well-formed na pin bar, long tail, and the opening price and the closing price is almost the same or the same. So napakaganda nito, kaya dito tayo nag-trade. We entered a long trade dito. So nag-buy tayo dito. And this is our stop loss outside the moving average, which is the EMA 100. So itong maroon na to is the EMA 100 na ginagamit ko for midterm trade. na usually din tinetest ng market and it acts as a support or resistance level, especially during a trending market and the fresh trend market. So here we set an initial target also of 1:3. So 1:3. So 1:3 risk reward ratio. So very important yan, and I will create another video regarding the importance of a favorable risk reward ratio na at least hindi kayo bababa sa 1:2. Okay? So in every 1 hour or every hour that you will risk, you will need to have at least 2 or 3 hour of return. Okay? So I will create another video about that para mas maintindihan po natin kung ano yung advantage and application yan. Alright? So yan po ang napakagandang setup na tinake din natin, which is sa USD CAD. This is a recent setup na tinake natin. Okay? And a very profitable setup. And here is another example, napakaganda. Pin bar signals that appeared consecutively in the trending market of crude oil. So, ang kagandahan po dito kasi, itong signal na to is pwede siyang mag-appear in any types of market. Okay? May it be sa forex, may it be sa mga commodities, gold, crude oil, cryptocurrency. It can appear, even sa stock market or even sa stock trading is nag-a-appear din tong pin bar. Okay? So, anong nangyari dito? So, just like the same, no? Same, no? Nag-accumulate ang market, na-break niya, may pin bar dito. This is our initial signal na buy. And then, it created a higher high. And of course, babalikan niya yung previous resistance that turned out to be a new support level, this one, and a pin bar appeared. So this is our trigger signal na mag-buy tayo. Okay, this is our first buying signal, and then price went up, and then again, this is our old resistance that became our new support level, and meron na namang isang pin bar na nag-form. This is again our second buying signal sa setup na to. So since this is a fresh trend, I usually take at least 2 signals or 2 trades so I can maximize the setup. So ang tawag ko dyan ay scaling. So dyan ako talagang kumikita ng napakalaki in a trending market kasi nagtitake ako ng 2 or 3 signals or setups in one trending market. So usually nagre-return tayo dito ng minimum of 5 R, no, or 1:5 risk reward ratio minimum kapag mga fresh trend na setup. Okay? So napakaganda, napakapulido kapag once na trending ang market and you will see pin bar, don't hesitate to take the setup or the trade as long as na-meet niya lahat ng requirements ng setup. Alright? Okay, so a pin bar is also applicable for a downtrending market. So kanina pinakita natin yung uptrend, nag-uptrend siya, and then right now, downtrend naman. So sa downtrend, makikita natin is consistent yung lower high and lower low pattern. So this is our lower high, lower low, and then babalik na naman siya sa swing point. So again, very important, no? Kailangan nating hanapin si pin bar sa mga swing point lang, sa mga key support and resistance lang. So meaning, kapag hindi siya support and resistance, kapag may pin bar dyan, hindi yan high quality pin bar. Alright? So kailangan mo siyang hanapin sa mga key supports and resistance levels only. So this is lower high. So ngayon, may pin bar na nag-form. This is for gold, This is for gold. So may pin bar na nag-form. So this triggered our short order. So nag-sell tayo dito. And then again, we made a great reward or a great profit of this one kasi meron na namang pin bar dito na nag-form isa at a resistance level. So na-take din natin to, and then we made around 1:5 risk reward ratio or 5R na profit in this kind of setup. Okay, very important yan na kailangan i-maximize ninyo ang return. No, kasi your return or your reward, your profits should pay for your previous losses. So yun yung nami-miss ng ibang trader. Akala nila kesyo kumuha sila ng profit or nag-profitable sila ay okay na yun. Actually, hindi. So it needs to cover or it needs to pay for your previous losses, especially kung meron ka mga previous losses, kailangan babawi yan ng isang winning trade mo. Alright? So that's a very important aspect of trading. The power of risk-reward ratio. I have some pin bar rules, okay? So hindi lahat ng pin bar ay tinitrade natin. So actually marami kang makikitang pin bar sa chart. But marami din diyan ang mga low quality or mga red flag na pin bar. So this is one of the examples. So rule number 1. So you need to avoid pin bars in a no man's land. So ito yung sinasabi ko sa inyo kanina na kailangan yung pin bar natin ay nasa swing point lang or sa support and resistance level lang. Hindi pwedeng kahit saan lang. So for example dito, ito yung area of value natin which is the resistance dito. So makikita natin may pin bar na nag-form. So this is a good bouncing signal na we can consider trading since nag-double tap siya. So nag-reject siya. It created a false break. Actually, false break to. Kasi ang nangyari dito, nag-open ang market here and then na-break niya at the intraday movement, na-break niya, but it aggressively went back, no, below the swing point. So ibig sabihin, tawag natin dyan ay false break or false breakout. Kaya ang pinakamagandang setup dyan ay pin bar talaga kasi yan yung nag-indicate na merong nangyayaring false break. So nag-close siya dito and it formed a double tap pattern. So double tap, ibig sabihin, twice niyang tinest and then ni-reject niya. So we can consider it as a selling signal for us to sell the market. But in this case, we don't really take a bigger risk-reward ratio. So ang tinitake lang natin dito is maximum of 2R or 1:2. Sa mga double tap, 1:2 lang tayo. Unless kung mag-confirm na siya and it will break the long-term trend line o yung neckline. So doon tayo magde-decide to take another trade as a trending market or downtrend market. So this is just a sign of or a signal of a possible reversal. Itong mga ganito, possible reversal yan. Or possible sideways market din. Okay, so that is why kapag ganitong mga signal, we only take 1:2 or 2R or maximum of 2R sa ating setup. Alright? Let's go to the next rule. So hopefully clear to sa inyo itong rule na to. So don't take the pin bar in a no man's land or sa mga hindi siya support and resistance. So number 2 is avoid trading counter trend pin bars. Okay. So ang pin bar na dapat hanapin natin is dapat naka-aligned sa current market condition. So in my rule, if the market is downtrend, I need to find a bearish pin bar. If ito siya na uptrend, it should be a bullish pin bar. Hindi po siya dapat kumukontra sa trend or sa underlying trend ng market. So, say for this example, this is a downtrending market. Makikita natin. So, na-break niya, nag-create siya ng higher high and higher low. So, mayroong isang pin bar dito kaso bullish. Okay, so, question, iti-take mo ba siya? No. No, hindi mo to iti-take kasi nga, this is a counter trend pin bar. So, kung iti-take mo siya as buy, since bullish siya, so if you will buy here, you will most likely get stopped out. Or the market may most likely invalidate this setup, just like siya nangyayari dito. Kung nag-buy ka dito, patay ka, no? You will have a losing trade. So that is why you need to trade in the direction of the dominant or underlying trend of the market. So again, meron akong separate lesson regarding trending markets. So actually, there are different types of trend. Hindi po pare-pareho lahat ng trend. And that is why me as a price action trader, I only trade the dominant trend of the market, which is the major trend or the primary trend. Yan po ang pinaka-high quality na trend sa lahat na hindi po siya basta-basta nababali. So pag sinundan mo siya, para ka sumasakay ng trend, no? Na mabagal sa una pero pag nag-momentum na, tuloy-tuloy po. Hindi po siya basta-basta nagre-reverse. Alright? So, pay attention, avoid trading counter trend pin bars. Next is rule number 3, avoid pin bars at consolidating markets. Okay, so yung mga market na choppy or yung mga market na nagmo-move sideways na hindi naman malawak ang kanyang range, just like this one. So, ang nangyari dito is very narrow ang kanyang consolidation. And may mga nakikita tayong pin bar dito, just like this one. And just like this, marami po, no? Ito rin. So, kung makikita natin, this is a very choppy market because may mga pin bar. Ito pin bar din to, ito pin bar. Yan. So marami pero hindi mo alam kung saan talaga siya pupunta. Okay? So I suggest if you encounter like this, hintayin mo na lang na mag-breakout. Just like this one, no? Nag-breakout siya, bumalik, and then nag-pin bar, and then this is a good signal compared to this one. Mas maganda to compared to this one. Why? Because this is a clear uptrend, no? Maraming mga criteria na na-meet na nagpapatunay na ito ay start ng isang uptrending market, just like for this one, na break niya and then ni-retest niya yung previous resistance that which is the new support, and then na-pierce niya, then yung moving average niya is nag-align na rin. So meron tayong requirement of the alignments of the moving average para masasabi natin na trending yung market. So this is a very good signal. Worth it also for a 1:3 risk-reward ratio minimum, no? Minimum 1:3 risk-reward ratio. All right? So I hope you're learning something. This is a very, very important or very significant signal na kapag ginawa nyo to, kapag binantayan nyo to paulit-ulit, I am sure na makakatulong to sa inyo for you to be consistently profitable. Okay? So again, we have this another consolidating market signal. So nakikita natin nag-form siya ng pennant, ganyan. So this is also consolidation. So may mga malalaking pin bar na nag-form dito. Pero again, we don't trade or we don't take pin bars in a consolidating market. Okay? Pag sinabi natin consolidating, ganito. Kasi pag once na trending, ganito yan. Pag trending kasi, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. So dapat na-break ng market itong previous swing and na-break niya, and then it forms another lower high. So ganyan, no? Ganyan yung downtrend, no? So, but in this case, hindi, no? Lower low, no? Lower low, lower high, and then yung lower low niya hindi hanggang hindi na break to, no? Hanggang dito lang. Bumalik agad siya. So this is not the ideal market condition that we are looking for. This is a consolidation or this is a consolidating market. So we ignore all types of pin bar in this kind of market. Gets? So ito yung mga low quality, wag niyong i-take to. So you better move on. And I have an example here of a high quality pin bar, this one. Ayan, so ito yon. Ayan, so nag-consolidate siya dito and then nag-break out. Na-break niya tong sa taas. Ito yung swing point. And then binalikan niya and then nag-pin bar siya dito, and this is our high quality pin bar, this one. No? Kasi uptrend siya. Okay, na-confirm niya yung uptrend. I hope you learned something, and this is really very important na I hope I was able to contribute something na nag-work sa akin na hopefully mag-work din sa inyo. Again, this strategy is not a sure win strategy all the time. May mga times na losing din siya, but again, I tell you, through the power of the risk-reward ratio, even 50% of your trades are losing, you will still be profitable, no? Through mathematics. Kahit 50% lang ng trade mo ang winning, out of your 10 trades, 5 winning trades, 5 losing trades, as long as you apply favorable risk-to-reward ratio na minimum of 1:2, you will still be profitable in the long run. So mo bang mag-start mag-trading pero hindi mo alam paano magsimula? I know na marami ng information about trading online, but the real challenge is how to put the pieces of the puzzle together. And I've been there because I've been a newbie as well. That's the reason why I created 2 ebooks para makatulong sa'yo matutunan yung step-by-step process kung paano magsimulang mag-trade, ano yung mga dapat gawin, at kung ano yung mga lessons na kailangan mong matutunan from basics to advanced. So I created 2 ebooks for you, and I'm going to give this to you for free. The first one is the Trading Startup Guidebook, and the second one is the CFD Basic Guidebook. So itong dalawang libro na to is ultimately for free. All you need to do is to follow me on my Facebook page at DK Capitals PH and send me a message on my messenger in that page with your email address para masend ko po directly sa inyong email address. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and click that notification bell para po mauna kayong ma-notify kung meron pa ako mga bagong mga uploads. See you!